Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you about how to identify that a person will become successful in film industry or not. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention it in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly in order to become successful in your career in film industry, there are several things you need to know. Okay, first you need to know of the planets, okay, which gives success in film industry. Second, you need to know about the houses. Third, you need to see the combination of houses and planets and their lords also. Okay, so these are the things you need to know. First step, I'll come to the planets. So what are the different planets which gives success in films? Okay, so mainly there are different types of genus of films. So for it can be like romantic films, it can be action film, okay, it can be horror film, okay, it can be comedy film, okay, it can be action comedy, it can be drama, it can be sci-fi. So there are actually many genres of film. I'll tell you according to it, okay, what type of person, if planet having if a person having a particular planet strong in the horoscope, that in that type of genus only he should do, where he will get very good success, where the film will be very hit or blockbuster. Okay, so now coming to the main karaka or significant planet for film industry is the planet Venus. Okay, why Venus? In each and every persons who are who are in the film industry, the Venus is very strong actually. Even though Venus is debilitated, it will be getting niche manga somewhere or the other. Okay, so when Venus is very strong, now what do you mean by strong Venus? See, strong Venus is nothing but when Venus is exalted in a own sign, mool trikona sign, or in a friendly sign, that too in the kendras or the trikonas, or in the second or in the 11th house. Okay, even in the third house also. So not in the 6th, 8th, 12th. Okay, so this represents Venus should be very strong, that too in the exalted sign, own sign, mool trikona sign, or in the friendly sign. Okay, so you should see, for confirmation, you should see in the normal chart, Venus should be exalted or in the own sign. For the after a second half of your life, Venus will get activated in the norms also. Okay, now coming to the second most important planet is the Rahu. Why Rahu? Rahu represents illusion planet. It's a planet of name and fame. It also represents the stardom giving planet also. Okay, now Rahu represent artificial things. Okay, so film industry, it's all about artificial, living in artificial world and all. Okay, it's a glamorous world, materialistic world also. It's an artificial world and it's an imaginary world. Okay, where Rahu is an imaginary planet, it's a shadow planet, it's an artificial planet. Okay, now when Rahu and Venus are conjuncted in a particular house, that is in the first house, fourth house, 7th house or 10th house, mainly in the 7th house or 10th house, in the particular zodiac sign where they both feel very good. Okay, like Taurus, like Gemini, okay, like even Virgo. So okay, it gives a very good name and fame in the film industry. Okay, now the next important planet is planet Mercury. Okay, why Mercury? Mercury is the planet which represents sense of humor. Okay, which represent, it is a planet which helps a person in order to deliver a good dialogue. Okay, good dialogue delivery. So that also represent Mercury. So these kind of, and even communication, so it represents Mercury. Okay, now next coming to Mars. Why Mars? Mars should be very strong in a person's horoscope, which represent physical strength, physical stamina. Okay, in order to do action films and all, your Mars should be very strong because it represents physical strength, your fitness, your body and everything. Okay, so these are the things Mars planet represent. So the next planet is the planet Sun. Why Sun? Because Sun represents it's a leadership. Okay, Sun is the planet government. Sun represent leaderships and everything. So Sun represent director. Okay, in a person's horoscope. So if you see any person's horoscope who has become very famous director in the Bollywood or Hollywood, you will get to know their sun will be very strong, because sun represent leadership, and so director is one who is the captain of the ship. Okay, it's like a captain of the ship when he actually orders every heroes or heroines in order to be according to him only they should follow. So these kind of things happens in the film industry. So the sun should be strong, particularly in the in order to become a very good director. Okay, so the next important planet is the Saturn. So why Saturn is very important planet? See, Saturn represent the person who work behind the cinemas, like technicians, like light boys, cameraman and everything. That represents the Saturn. See, if any person having very good Saturn in their horoscope, that represents that you can be very good cameraman, okay, you can be very good light boy, you can be very good technician also. So these kind of things the planet Saturn represents. So mainly, now coming to what type of film makes a person very good at it, okay, very good hit films and all. So what type of planet gives a very good hit films or a blockbuster films? Now coming to the blockbuster films or hit films. So if a person want to do a romantic hero, want to become a romantic hero or want to do a romantic film, then you need to see Venus. Okay, Venus is planet of romance. If Venus is very well strong in his or her birth chart, then she or he can be very good romantic person, or he can be very good romantic hero. So in a Shah Rukh Khan horoscope, Venus is in the 5th house. Venus is a Sagittarius zodiac sign, which is very strong, which represents is a romantic hero. Okay, so he is the king of Bollywood. Okay, if anyone who do not know Shah Rukh Khan, please to go search in Google also, you'll get to know. He is the second highest paid, he was the second highest paid in the whole world, second highest paid actor in the whole world. Okay, so now coming to Mercury, what makes a person, coming to comedian, what makes a person comedian or comedian actor? Okay, so Mercury, if any person's chart where Mercury is very strong, that makes a person very good comedian, or will become very good comedian actor or comedy actor. Okay, so if any person want to make a film on comedy, genus comedy, okay, and all, then you need to check the condition of Mercury in the person's horoscope. If Mercury is very well placed, like exalted or in own sign, so that represent he can be very good comedy actor, or he can do very good comedian. He can be very good comedian also. Okay, and he'll be having very good sense of humor. Why sense of humor? Because Mercury represents sense of humor and all. He will be having very good sense of humor. Okay, and person if some heroes will be having very good dialogue delivery also. So when it comes to dialogue delivery, their Mercury is very strong. Okay, see in Amitabh Bachchan's horoscope, his Mercury is exalted in the 8th house. That's why he's having very good dialogue delivery. So, okay, so these kind of things Mercury represent. Okay, dialogue delivery and good sense of humor, very good comedian actor. So these kind of things Mercury represent. So when Mercury and Venus are conjuncted in a particular house, or Mercury and Venus gets exchanged, so that represent person will be a very romantic and comedian. Person can do romantic and comedy film also, romantic and comedy films combined. So they can do, which will give very good hit, very hit film also, very it will become very hit film and also very blockbuster also. Okay, so now coming to Rahu when conjuncted with Venus or Mercury, that represented his fame and name will come through the romantic films and comedic films. Okay, because when Rahu conjuncted with these planets, it is friendly towards each other in a particular zodiac sign like Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, okay, or Libra. So that represent you'll be getting very good name and fame. He or she will be getting very good name and fame through these films like romantic and comedy films. Okay, so these are things Rahu, Mercury and Venus represent. So in a person chart, if Mars is very well placed, like exalted, own sign or Mool Trikon sign, that represent he'll be very good at action films. Okay, why Mars only? See, Mars is the planet which represent physical strength. Okay, it also represent energy, it represent dynamic. So when Mars is very well placed in a person horoscope, he will be very good action hero. Okay, so these kind of things it represent. So even when Rahu and Mars are conjuncted in a particular house, that represent he can be very good technician, like he can be very good director also, even when Rahu and Mars are conjuncted. Okay, so not even only Sun, when Rahu and Mars are conjuncted, it creates a Angarak Yoga, and person will be very good technician. Okay, so you can see Rohit Shetty birth chart, so you'll get to know why he's a very good director. Okay, that's because of Rahu and Ketu. It's a very good action director. Okay, action film director. So people who don't know Rohit Shetty, you can search in Google and see. Okay, now coming to the planet Saturn. So Saturn represent planet, very hard working planet. It represents behind the screens, behind the big screen or small screen, which represent technicians, which represent cameramen, light boys and all. If any person's horoscope Saturn is very strong, that represent he or she will become very good technician. Okay, like cameraman or even light boy and all. So these type of things the different planets represents. Now coming to horror films and all, so sci-fi films, their Rahu should be very strong, Saturn should be very strong. Okay, so these are the things what I told you: action, romantic, horror, sci-fi, and even this one, comedy film, horror film, romantic films and all. So action films and all. Now coming to spiritual films, in order to spiritual films, your Ketu should be very strong in your horoscope. That means Ketu should be in Scorpio or Aries, or even in the third house, 6th house or 10th house or 11th house. That represent people who will do very good, people will be very good at spiritual things, so they can do spiritual films. Okay, so these kind of things it represents. Now coming to houses. So what are the different houses, what are the main important houses which makes a person very good at film industry? So if any person's, the main important house is the 5th house. Why 5th house? 5th house is the house of entertainment, media and everything, entertainment industry, glamorous world and everything that represented by 5th house. Okay, when these planets, like I told you, Venus, Mercury or even Mars, okay, or Rahu, when placed in the 5th house, that represented through media and entertainment industry, you will get very good name and fame. Okay, 5th house is also, it considers as a house of fame. Okay, house of intelligence. So how smartly you apply in the film industry. Okay, and will become a very good hero or heroine. Now coming to the second most important house is the 10th house. Why 10th house? 10th house is mainly the house of your career. When 10th house lord and 5th house lord are connected towards each other, like they are both conjuncted in the particular house or they aspect each other, okay, or 10th house lord in the 5th house or 5th house lord in the 10th house, that represent people that in the person's horoscope, that represent he or she may choose career in film industry. Okay, now the next important house is the 3rd house. Why 3rd house? Because 3rd house is the house of your intelligence, it's the house of your bravery, courageous. Okay, it's a house of risk taking ability. It is also a house of artistic talent, your hobby and your talent ability. So these kind of skills, so these kind of things represented by 3rd house. If 3rd house is connected to the 5th house, or 3rd house is connected to the 10th house, or 3rd house lord is connected to 5th house, 5th house lord is connected to 3rd house, 10th house lord is connected to 3rd house, 3rd house lord connected to 10th house, some way or the other. So that represent, or these three lords may conjuncted in particular house, or any of two of them may be conjuncted in particular house. That represent you may get very good success in the career in film industry after only hard work. Okay, through your self effort, to your struggling, only you get very good results. Why? Because 3rd house is the house of self efforts. It represents hard work and everything. So that's why you need to struggle and you need to work hard in order to get successful in film industry. Okay, so the next important house is the 7th house. Why 7th house? 7th house represent other people. Okay, so when people comes to you while asking offering you film, so that represented by 7th house. Okay, so if 7th house is connected to 10th house, 3rd house, 5th house, that represent that you will get very good success in film industry. Okay, 7th house is the house of other people, mass and everything. So 7th house should be very strong also. Next important house is the 11th house. Why 11th house? 11th house is the house of social networking, friends, your colleagues and everything. So it's represent elder siblings. When 11th house and its lord is strong, so you will be after making film, you will be promoting. Okay, you will go to promoting. If nobody will accept your film or nobody will promote your film, that represent your 11th house lord is very badly placed. So if 11th house lord is very well placed, that represent everybody will ask you to promote your film and everybody will help you while promoting your films and all. So that is represented by the 11th house lord. Okay, so when 11th house lord is connected to the 10th house, 7th house, 5th house, so that represent gains through entertainment and media and industries. Okay, so these kind of things it represents the houses. So next, so the combination. So what are different types of combinations which gives a person successful in film industry? So the planets, what I told you, like Rahu, Venus, Mercury and everything. So sun, so sun is most important planet in order to become a director. For a person who wish to become a director, their sun should be very strong, very well placed in their horoscope. Okay, so the person and even moon should be very well placed also. Why moon? Because I forgot to tell, moon represent your creativity. If your creativity is strong, then only you can survive in the film industry. So if your creativity and imagination is not strong, then you will fail to survive in the film industry. Okay, so moon represent creativity, your mind, so how it will be and everything. So moon should be strong, your sun should be strong in order to become your director, very good director, like top class director. Okay, like class A, class B director and all. So that is represented by the sun. Okay, so and even the awards given by the government also represented by sun, like Padma Shri, Padma Vibhushan and all. So these are the awards which is given by the government if a person in a birth chart sun is very strong. Okay, now coming to the combinations. Okay, so if Rahu and Venus are connected in the particular houses, like first house, 7th house, 10th house or even 5th house, that represent a person will shine in the glamorous world. Okay, so in a particular zodiac sign like Taurus, Gemini and even Sagittarius, not Sagittarius, it's Libra. So these type of signs which gives a person very good successful at glamorous world. Okay, now the other conjunction may be Mercury and Venus. Okay, as I told you earlier, and moon and Venus also, and Rahu, moon, Venus. So this any planet, so what I told you, like Rahu, moon, Venus, sun and even Mercury, Mars. So if these planets are connecting each other, like conjunction in particular house, it can be any way. So in these particular houses only, like I told you, 1, 7, 10, 5th, 3rd house, so that and even 11th house, so that gives you success in the film industry. And your 10th house lord should be connected to your 5th house somewhere or the other, or your 5th house lord should be connected to 10th house, and even your 3rd house lord should be connected to 5th house, or 3rd house lord could be connected to your 10th house lord. So your 11th house lord for promoting the film should be connected to 10th house or even 5th house or even 3rd house. Okay, so these types of combination you need to say, and your ascendant house lord should be very strong in order to get name and fame in film industry. Okay, so these are the different types of combination as I told you, so in order to become successful in career in film industries. Okay, so this is today guys. In the next video I am going to continue the planet through Navamsa sign, planet through the Navamsa. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please to mention it in my below comment section. Okay, so thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.